This was a pretty darn good movie, and it's a really good movie if you haven't played any of the Mortal Kombat games and would like to get started or at least catch up to the Mortal Kombat mythology because the live action movie is coming up. But there are also a lot of good callbacks, Easter eggs, and key phrases to keep all the diehard fans happy. Hi everyone, I'm Greyson, and this is my non-spoiler review of Mortal Kombat Legends: Scorpion's Revenge. Now, obviously, we have to talk about the violence in this movie. And let's just say, don't eat during this movie at all, because the violence is so disgusting and so utterly gruesome. I actually had to look away sometimes, not because of the violence, because I felt bad for some of the characters. I mean, you could tell how much these fatal blows hurt, which is pretty unusual for an animated movie. So I tip my hat to the animators in this movie. Like, even though I already knew what would happen to Jax, I still felt bad for Jax because it just looked that painful. And it's not even just the violence either, it's the beauty, the beautifully orchestrated violence. The combination of fight choreography and the camera angles all work really well together to make really cool and really visually interesting fight scenes. Now, with the characters, I loved Johnny Cage. He was the gift that kept on giving. I loved all his Hollywood jokes and his banter with the other characters, but he did seem to overshadow almost all the characters in the movie, though, sucking all the air out of the movie and out of the room. Like Liu Kang in the movie, I didn't even really register with him, and he didn't really register with me, and it might be because he couldn't match Johnny's charisma, and Liu Kang sure was trying. And then I also really like Sonya. I didn't really like her in the beginning of the movie because I thought she was too over the top and too G.I. Jane like. But once we finally got to know Sonya while the movie was going along, I did really start to like her. And wow, can she fight! She hands down has some of the best fight sequences in the entire movie, and it was really, really well animated. I also thought Raiden was pretty darn cool, just in general, really. I liked how he carries himself and how powerful he is, and his lightning was just an amazing visual to see. I also thought, well, Scorpion, as in the main character of the movie, was he was just this cool character. And after this movie, I realized that Scorpion is basically MK's Wolverine, even down to the yellow costume. He was just a delight to see, and his action scenes were honestly like the best part, or one of the best, besides Sonya's. There was a couple other Mortal Kombat characters in this movie as well, but they didn't make as quite as a big impression on me as the other characters that I mentioned. The only missed opportunities I thought the movie made was with Shang Tsung, given how iconic he was in the original 90s live action movies. So, in conclusion, I thought that Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge is a great introduction into the MK mythology if you're new, and as its own movie, one of the best animated movies made by Warner Brothers that's not a DC movie. So that's my review of Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. What do you think? Have you watched the movie yet? Did you like it? Share your thoughts down below and don't forget to subscribe to Grayson Talks Everything.